What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BG. Brand new video. I'm just now getting back home. Off today. Want to relax, check out a few places, and be a perfect day to go watch. Obviously, Predator that obviously came out last night. All over the place today. Make sure you guys check it out. To really talk about it. This is pretty much why I made this video. So it was totally something different, and it was something I've kind of thought about for a long time as far as the whole franchise and the direction of the movie and potentially how it was either going to make it or break it. To me, I felt like it made it. Some people would say, oh, it was lackluster of a movie. I mean, it was some really good action in it. Every Predator movie honestly has some really good action in it. So regardless, people may say about it was always some good stuff up in there. But yeah, to really talk about the movie again, like I said, in the beginning, I will probably say, just right out the gate, something was obviously going on, and that it just straight to the chorus. We go crash down to Earth. Didn't really understand it at first, but yet when the movie started to progress and kind of understanding why the Predator came and why is the other one coming, for right now, let me just pause what I'm about to say. For anyone that's watching this video and has not seen Predator, I suggest do not watch the rest of this. This is spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't know, if you guys, especially on my channel, I'm about to tell everything about the movie. So if you've not seen it, one more time, if you not have seen it, watch it and then come back to this video. So I'm giving you a chance to get out of it right now before I even say anything else. So, spoiler alert, here we go. When the movie was progressing, it had a lot of references about, obviously the previous Predators in the franchise from '87 with Arnold in Guatemala, '97 in LA with, Danny Glover's character. And then referencing the last time that the Predators made contact in Earth was, I believe, 2007's, sequel to Alien vs. Predator, Requiem. So a lot has changed throughout, the whole timeline of the whole, Predator universe. They're more evolved. So when you watch this movie, you're starting to understand, as far as how they became evolved. The doctors and, the government pretty much hold the Predator in hostage in one of the secret labs that they had in this particular movie. Basically trying to figure out what is in their blood, what is in their DNA. So it turns out they have been going from planet to planet, and once they dominate that planet, they pretty much take the other aliens' DNA, pretty much another life form's DNA, and to reprocess it and put it in themselves, hibernating themselves. So basically, they be the more dominant species in the universe. So different. It's very different for me. I think it's kind of like, would you take it beyond that far, or would you just want to take it far back, just be like, I think it's something's kind of stupid. And again, people will probably say that that's different. But to me, it's interesting because, they see other species that are endangered and willing to sacrifice their DNA and to test it on themselves. So with that, and then you have the whole story with the ex-soldier, McKenna, pretty much his unit, mainly his unit, got wiped when the Predator arrived on the scene in the beginning of the movie. And he happens to get a hold of his the Predator's mask, shielding mask, and then one of his gauntlets. But one of the gauntlets, it was carrying something. It was carrying maybe like a tracker, some type of information about how the other predators are coming to life as far as revamping and hibernating themselves with other species' DNA. So, with that being said, since the Predator was being hostage in the lab, McKenna happens to send off the Predator's mask and the gauntlet to his son. Now, so it kind of hit home for me for a little bit, thinking about, my little boy Mello. McKenna's son is very, very smart. I didn't want to say nothing in the movie at the time, but I just feel like, is he kind of deaf, artistic? Man, for what I saw of it, maybe he looked a little bit more artistic, but he was very smart. He was very, very smart. So, when his son gets the big box, he opens it, obviously, as anyone should. He sees the mask and the gauntlet. Right away, he starts messing with the gauntlet. And the information that came out of the gauntlet is like a little piece. Comes out the gauntlet, opens up the mainframe of like the Ouija, language information that predators speak among themselves, communicating. So a tracker comes on, and here comes, the other predator, the ultimate predator. So pretty much, from what it sounded like, the predator that was being held hostage was a traitor to this particular predator clan. So he would leave and to come to Earth to warn us about the potential danger that's coming. So this other predator that comes to find him is asking, where's the information? Tell me where it is. This dude, it was crazy just even looking at him. Like the first second he got on screen, like he's 11 feet, 700 fucking pounds of like steel-toe scary type shit. But the thing with him, which is crazy, is it wasn't no damage to him. Like you can shoot any type of weapon, projectile, it just bounced off him like it wasn't nothing. Like the ultimate predator, his skin was evolving too. Like his XL skin was just getting more thicker, more bigger, stronger, all of that. So he eventually makes contact with the other predator. There was a fight involved with them two. And you know what? It didn't really last that long. It really didn't, because he pretty much knocked him the fuck out. He knocked out the smaller predator. He knocked him out, and then I don't know how he did it, but this shit was crazy. But he knocked him out, and then he just took his head literally just apart like that. And that was the ending of the younger predator. That was just right there. Because the younger predator got loose from the lab. He was trying to get to the younger boy because obviously the gauntlet and the mask. So by the predators meet up, when it didn't last that long for him. That kind of sucked. I actually thought that there was actually going to be more fights between the two, but the ultimate predator was fucking badass. And the thing about it too is he can talk, because everything is so evolving with these species. So later on in the movie, you starting to get to see the characters kind of get to know each other a little bit more. And Michael was funny as fuck in that movie. If y'all don't know by heart, Keegan and Peele, that guy was funny. And he always cracking up jokes up in the movie and stuff like that. And it was funny, don't get me wrong. But it was like a little bit comedy. I mean, which is cool, but most Predator movies they're kind of like just action thrill, like serious, like straight to the point, like type of deal. But it was something different. But back to like the storyline of this movie. So when the younger Predator gets killed, the other characters when they meet up in front of the school, they get on the little bus that happen to steal out the lab because everybody was kind of like spread apart, and then they brought it back together. They got everybody back together. So once they left, they kind of regroup, kind of think about what they're trying to do. Are they going to try to bring the fight to the other Predator? Because obviously he is looking for the gauntlet at this point. He's looking for that gauntlet and the information that's obviously been revealed to these group of characters fighting this dude. So the government comes. They want to take the little boy away from Kenna. And then they having their own fights. And pretty much I guess it got out of hand to where the other Predator showed up, and I guess he was going back and forth between the government's people and the main people of the movie, and just trying to look for that gauntlet. Basically, eventually the Predator happens to get the son, and obviously because he was a brave warrior. And he wanted to take him back to the home planet because obviously he's very, very smart. Like, it didn't take him that long to figure out, like, the gauntlet piece and all that stuff, obviously. So, you probably have, like, a good 7 minutes. Because you know how sometimes, like, most of the Predator movies, like, if one of them dies or they're getting their ass kicked, like, there's always, like, that self-destruct button shit that always happens. Well, in this particular part, the Ultimate Predator self-destructed a ship that had evidence of how they communicate, like their mainframe and every computer of the ship, stuff like that. So he self-destructed the ship. There was more fights involved. Most everyone that I'm probably mentioning, I don't remember the names by heart because. It's been a long day, so forgive me for that. Most of the people you're gonna see when you watch this movie, like they just really just died one by one, just real quick. They get to the woods trying to like ambush the Ultimate Predator. Then he gets the son again, and then they go off somewhere else. Then it gets to the point where they got him, the Ultimate Predator and the son, they're about to leave. They're on the ship. You got 3 guys and the scientist, which is a girl, which was played by Olivia Munn. So shout out to her. I think she did a good job in that movie, acting wise. So her and the 3 other guys go to the ship. The 3 guys jumped on the ship because they was getting ready to like leave like their little landing area. They're about to go take off. Olivia Nunn's character pulled back and started, continuing to like fire on the ship, obviously, and she pulled out a couple of grenade launchers to the where like one of the engines might potentially blow up on the ship. So this is good, right? So one person gets killed on the ship because the Predator activated like the shield on the ship. He got cut off. He got killed instantly. And then the other dude that was kind of close to Kenna, he sacrifices himself by pretty much going to where the engine was getting ready to blow up. Go ahead and blow it up instantly. Ship goes down. And then you have the Ultimate Predator surviving. Now he's getting ready to fight Kenna one-on-one. Then Olivia Munn's character comes in. So pretty much they're going tit for tat. And then eventually the Ultimate Predator dies, and that was pretty much like, I guess you could say that was like a good part of that. But the best part for me had to be the ending. So when everything was over and done with, Kenna comes back. He's in full uniform, and he wants to go check, like, how's, like, the stuff they receive off the Ultimate Predator ship, and he checks on his son, because his son is pretty much working for the government now, since he knows, like, most of their information. And what intrigues me about this ending is there was a trophy for the person that killed the Predator. So things get glitchy on computers. This GIF is about to open up and arise. From what it looked like it was like it looked like a different gauntlet. But like it was something attached to it. I just couldn't really remember what part that was particularly. But this was definitely another gauntlet that came up. And it happened to see one of the scientists that was on the floor on the time being. So the gauntlet literally just came up to the scientist, and another spoiler alert, this gauntlet turned into a full-blown armor suit. And it was messaged the Predator Killer. So this is a whole new, like, battle armor. It's crazy looking. It had, like, the things on the, like, on its shoulders, like the blasters on the shoulders, the full-blown face of a Predator, like red eyes off the mask, body armor, all, like, the shit was crazy. So with that being said, I'm sure there's going to be another one coming. When? I don't know. But did I enjoy myself watching the movie? I absolutely did. I love movies like that. You know, my girlfriend, my mom, obviously know me enough. Then I'll go. I'm willing to go pay and actually have it, you know, in my movie collection now, because I like stuff like that. I like the action about it. I like the story about it. And, you know, it's always good to see Predator back again in the limelight. So my rating for the Predator, I give it 3.5 out of 5, because I know there were some things, you know, it just came out, you know, maybe if I was to go back and watch it again, maybe I'll see something that's a little bit more different. So for right now, I'll probably give it like 3.5 out of 5 stars. So for anyone that has seen it, or maybe we can discuss it, you know, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, my Facebook page, or you want to just drop, like, your thoughts down in the comment section. So I appreciate it. You know, this is my first, like, movie review, especially a movie like I like. So go check out The Predator. It's in theaters now. So it's your boy BG, and I'm out.